r/ask Reddit. What illegal thing are you really good at? Jaywalking. It's an important skill to have in Boston. Meanwhile in Southeast Asia and India, it's illegal? Honestly, I'm not sure Indian drivers have the slightest idea what's illegal to do on the road. Using gyms, without a membership. Whenever I'm away from home and still wanna work out, I jog to whatever gym so I'm nice and sweaty and just kinda stroll past the front desk, while pointing towards the back and making a facial expression like yeah, they just smile and wave me through. I feel like this would go completely different with me, like I'd jog to the gym, and as I point towards the back and give a facial expression they'd stare at me and be like WTF. This dude is way too fat to be actually working out. Those are diarrhea sweats and he's off to ruin our bathroom. So we can see that you brought your own toilet paper. Driving 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. All about 9 miles per hour over Brugg. 9 you're fine. 10 you're mine. True story time. This weekend, I came over a hill at about 70 in a 45. Saw a black SUV pulled over maybe a mile up the road. Sure enough, it was a cop, and sure if he tagged me, as I passed, he lowered the radar gun, and gave me a WTF look, but didn't pull me over. I don't know what I did, or who he thought I was, but I think I might go play the lottery. Taping baseball games without the express written permission of Major League Baseball. Do you have implied oral consent though? If so, you should be good. It's the implication. Stealing plant cuttings and propagating from them. I do this too. Some plants even have a warning on the label, so even if you buy the plant you aren't supposed to take cuttings or asexually reproduce it at all due to a copyright on the variety. It's more common with new hybrids. Shoplifting. But it's not like I intentionally do it. I'll be at my local deli talking to the owners at the counter, buy a few lotto tickets and just BSing and start playing with a lighter or a pack of mints. Walk out of the deli and stick my hand in my pocket and oops, I should have put it back. I always return or pay for what I took. It's a running joke with the guys for the last few years. They still can't catch me in the act. That's not being good at shoplifting. That's being really bad at not shoplifting. Guilt from my childhood compelled me to be honest. I could be really good if I wanted to, but I'd rather not be. Putting 1 Canadian penny in a roll of American pennies. The fools have no idea. Where are you getting Canadian pennies these days? Just occurred to me that I should keep the ones I come across, shouldn't I? Stealing balloons. I just really love balloons and I'm really good at getting them covertly. Can't help myself. Stealing a balloon? Yeah, on free balloon day. Not me but close friend. He probably stole close to a $1,000 worth of clothes shoes on our trip to NYC. He walked into the Nike store there, put on a jacket and walked out like nothing. The only one I personally witnessed, but other friends confirmed his stories about the rest. Extracting DMT from plant sources. I got some of that Heisenberg in me. Chemistry just clicks for me. I started out doing the basic techs online. Then once I had a few under my belt and understood the objective of each process, I started making my own tweaks to optimize the process. I only ever did it for personal consumption, but really took pride in some of the results, like this coffin-shaped beauty I pulled after a single recrystallization process. It's no blue meth, but I was pretty proud. I would also do extractions from Syrian rue to get the MAO inhibitor needed to make the DMT active orally. I would then combine the proper doses of each into a capsule and fill the rest up with powdered ginger to offset nausea. It would give you a consistent experience. Bypass the vomiting typical to oral DMT concoctions like ayahuasca, and remove all the non-active substances that could cause headaches and diarrhea. With raw plant matter you have no idea the dosage, and it varies from batch to batch, so extracting gave me control over exactly how much I took. Been about 10 years since I've done an extraction. I think most of the plant sources have been cracked down on by this point. I stopped messing with it once people were getting orders seized and arrested at the post office for picking up plant matter. Smoking weed. It does feel nice to have zero issues with using any form of pipe or dab rig or whatever. Haha. Just like I'm a master of the drugs. Or perhaps they are your master. Whoa there. When I was a teen I was a lifter. Between ages of 13-16. I'd lift bread, candy, occasionally a game if I felt ballsy. I never got caught except for once by my older brother. Let's just say he talked sense into me and I know better now. But that was a much darker time for me. One of 2 moments in my life I really hold regret over. Using the self-checkout lane to buy organic fruits and vegetables at non-organic prices. Just do the banana code for everything. 4011. Sir, that's a television, not a banana. This clearly has a sticker on it with the code 4011. I'm just doing what the sticker says. Lockpicking. It's a skill that really comes in handy and it's not too hard to learn. I've never used it for anything illegal, only for when friends have locked themselves out of the house or something. You'll never see a door or padlock as a secure thing again though. I mean, is it actually illegal if you have the knowledge but don't use it for crime? I don't think having any skill is illegal. However, the tools of the trade are illegal to carry around without a legitimate use case. That is locksmith, professional, etc. Actually, in America and Australia, you can only get in trouble for it if there's proof that you intend to use them for illegal purposes. It's 100% legal to carry. Just don't wear a balaclava and be walking around creepily at 3 AM while doing so. Breaking into buildings comes from parkour and urban exploring, but has been very useful since. Came back to my friend's house we were staying at after a festival once. It was 2 in the morning. He lived on the 3rd floor and I tried buzzing and calling him and got nothing. After like 5 minutes I just looked up, saw the open window and climbed up the brickwork and in. Haha, that's awesome. I've always been fond of snooping on roofs and shit, but I've never broken in anywhere. Making copies of sheet music I get online. Driving barefoot. Technically legal in most states. But as soon as OP crosses the border into Ohio he's ducked. Invading the planet of Naboo. I will make it legal. Not to toot my own horn, but I roll perfect cone-shaped joints and spliffs with machine-like precision. Live in a non-recreational state and am relatively healthy, so still illegal for me. But whatever, I'm not stopping. Weed is my happy pill. Turning people into stoners. Even if I'm high off my ass, I'm 100% prepared to be the mom friend and teach somebody how to smoke or deal with an adverse reaction. I used to counterfeit documents in college. Mainly just school memos, parking permits, media passes, that type of thing. Nothing crazy. At first it was just for a buddy, then a few people. Then I started using my products myself. The trick is in the confidence. I was always good with words, but that stuff made me so much better at selling a lie. I haven't messed with making fake docs in a while, but it led me to a new illegal skill, gaining entry into concerts and sporting events without tickets. Selling weed. It's actually a passion of mine, which is why I want to get a business degree and go legit. Shoplifting. I once walked out of a Home Depot with a $1,000 generator. Discreet public urination in moments of absolute blind necessity. I'm a woman. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.